Toffee TV, it's the return of your comments. We've been pretty busy over Christmas with so many games, so we put it on the back burner, but we are back with a bit of a new look, something we're going to try out. Obviously you can see your comments is on the screen, but if I press this button, your comments appear on the screen. Amazing. Let's get straight into it. Hazel Hunt says, Tom Davies, have you guys ever heard of him? Who? Also, does he dunk hobnobs in his tea? That is the big question. There's only one way of finding out, and that's by asking him. Callum96 said, so glad they put Tom Davies in the squad. He showed his quality in this game, so hopefully Koeman keeps him in the squad from now on. Please, we beat Southampton because of all the shit they have been talking since the last game. So today felt like justice. Just hope we keep this up and get a few more 3-0 wins now and get on a run going. But also by Shane Long. Yeah, big statement, wasn't it? Big statement beating Southampton 3-0. Obviously we were beaten down there 1-0 only about 4 or 5 weeks ago. Doesn't seem that long ago at all, does it? 42nd minute winner from Charlie Austin, who's now out. So yeah, big win, but okay. Tank C says, I would stay away from Long, matey's plays. The channel's well and works hard, but does not get near enough goals. I'd rather buy a striker who could take some pressure off Lukaku. I think Enner Valencia is similar to him. Yeah, he was commenting there on that last one. I think I've always said I'd like Shane Long or like a player like him, definitely. Callum EFC says, Davies' ball for Lukaku. She goal was boss. Not sure about that. Great ball by Tom Davies for Lukaku, who obviously scored that moody goal, which he was like, but I like moody Ron. Callum Wilson says, Southampton were poor, very unimpressive for their standards. Who gives them monkeys? James Dunlop says, yes, that was much better, but we have to play like that for 90 minutes. Not for one half of the game, James. I don't even think we played like that for one half of the game. I think we played like that for 30 minutes. So, but that was the change of the shape. That was the change of the personnel, and we all know what needs to happen. Sven Pillett says, on a technical note, had the Southampton player remained off the pitch for that goal, he would have actually got a yellow card for leaving the field of play without consent, and the goal would have stood. Interesting side note, not sure the players really know a lot about these rulings. That's because I said in the instant reaction, when Redmond came back onto the pitch, he actually allowed Valencia to be onside, but I think it would have been given anyway because he was off the pitch, so that's his own fault. James Dunlop says, I have to give Lukaku credit for that goal. Not easy scoring with his weaker foot. Yeah, he absolutely smashed that one, didn't he? Which was great. Great to see a moody Rom scoring goals, because that's what we want. We want moody Rom scoring goals. Right, that's from my video. Let's go and see from Baz's video. Ethan Hughes says, got to be honest, never did I think I'd be saying that. I'm so glad we have Valencia. His boss honestly wants us to keep him and develop his partnership with Lukaku. I wouldn't go that far, but he's doing all right, and let's hope it continues. Not sure about paying 14 million for him at this stage. Let's see how he gets on the rest of the season first. Mark Ellison says, was Tom Davies wearing Adidas World Cup today? Legend. Craig Miller says, nope, he wasn't. He was wearing black and white Ace. Okay, there you go. Decky Gorman says, very happy with that result. Giving Davis his chance was the right one. Someone who I can't pronounce. Timazia Bruin says, brilliant effort today from the Toffees. Ryan Pincher says, didn't show up in the first half in my opinion, but the last half an hour's class was mostly us and 3 goals against the really decent team that we lost against a month ago. 3 games without a loss going into 2017. A positive attitude, great start to the year, absolutely. Stephen Hardy says, I thought you were a little harsh on Morales. This is to Baz, who I think played well, but definitely agree with that. Garner had arguably his worst game for us, but we can allow him 1 bad game in 20. Well, I'd say that's probably 2 bad games in 20, but Morales I thought played quite well and has done for the last couple of games. Icham Alexander says, "Come on, Lennon is a legend. Why all the hate? We just have to give him time." Well, hasn't Lennon had a lot of time at Everton so far? Do we need to give him any more time? Not sure about that. Jacob RFC Murray says, "Travel from Glasgow for the game was a rubbish first 60 minutes, but always good to see the Blues in the flesh. Barkley wonderful as ever, and Davies looking like a bright prospect. Made up for you, Jacob, that you travel all the way down and you got to see the Blues win." Delatone says, "I'm a West Ham fan and I'm just glad that Enna got a goal. He tries." He does try. What else we got? The BTEC Ketwig says, "The Ketwig maestro." I think he's talking about Tom Davies. Pombar says, "What was that about Tom Davies? Semi-Ketwig." You'll never know if you're not Scouse. Dylan Blue says, "Semi-Ketwig." Ketwig's a Scouse term for messy hairstyles that young lids have. Thank you, Dylan, for making sure we know that. I'm a Wool, South St Helens stock, I'm afraid. I love all these interconnecting conversations. Andrew Holek says, "Would agree about Lennon. Looked poor almost every game he played, especially today. Hope we get a new winger to take his place." Lennon hasn't looked poor every game, but certainly in this game he did look poor. Last couple now. Let's have a look. Ellis Norhoff says, "I sit in the Bullens near you to Baz, but closer to the glass seat, and Cedric actually hit a ladder. Must have hurt the lad class win in the end." It was a bit of a bad one, wasn't it? He hit the bang and he went off holding his head. Last couple. Ryan Walker says, "I think we really need to push and try and win the FA Cup. 6 games in the competition. I think the top 6 will get away from us and don't think 7 will secure a European place." Yeah, Ryan, absolutely spot on. We've got to throw everything in the end about the FA Cup. These are definitely the last 2. Everton Scoop says, "Think we were all spot on saying Davies should be in the team. Hope he is a regular from now on, lads." And Joe McGibbon says, "Forced to give his gloves to the young lad in the Gladys Street after the game. Thought it was a bit strange." Well, what's strange about it? He was being nice to someone in Gladys Street, which is always positive, isn't it? Thanks for all your comments. We're gonna start getting them on the screen. We'll probably do a little bit better job than we've done today. This is a first try. We'll probably get them all. Get Joe to get them all nicely framed up and get them on the screen so they look nice and clear. But thanks for, as ever, your comment is back. We always like to get your interaction, and you take the time to put the comments on there for us, and we love the interaction, so thanks for that. Thanks for watching Toffee TV, and we'll see you later.